Riley and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a weekend reading vlog. So yes, I'm actually finally doing a reading vlog. It's been a while. I know I have not been on my booktube grind as well as I have been in the past, but I have been on my reading grind recently. I think I'm gonna be at 9 books for this month, 8 maybe. I've been reading some really good books and watching some really good movies, and so I'm going to be doing a movie wrap-up for this month and maybe future months, because right now I'm just in a horror movie mood, and my friend and I have been just watching them through FaceTime recently, so I'm just like really enjoying it. But I have a lot planned for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. I have work in the morning. I don't have to technically work, but I told them I would just come in to help because our numbers are very high with packages and stuff like that, so I'm gonna be helping them with that for a couple hours, and then I get my nails done because I popped these bitches off last weekend and expected to get it done last weekend and never did. So, and then after that I have a couple errands I need to run with my father, and then I have to do some Depop stuff to take some pictures, and then on Sunday, I'm sorry I'm giving you a whole rundown of my weekend, it probably won't even go this way, so on Sunday I have to film a bunch of videos for BookTube. I try and dedicate one day to my Depop because Sundays are like my days that I'm like really sad for some reason. I get really sad on Sundays when I wake up. I just automatically, I don't know. Last Sunday was good and productive actually because I cleaned my room, and I haven't done that in months, which is really bad, but you know, mental health and COVID and going back to work and all that kind of stuff and school, and it's just been a lot. It's been hectic. I just started my new semester, my new next 7-week classes, so I have a bunch of that having to happen next week. And so it's just, when I come home, I just like to unwind and just chill and watch movies and not do anything related to anything that I have to like do to work hard. Like, I just want to relax when I come home from work, and that's just what I do. So that's why I have not really been doing much, but I do have 2 mangas that I need to read for this weekend because it's also part of my TBR, and then I think I might have completed my entire October TBR, which is big because I don't think I've completed my entire TBR for a month at all this year, and I think I only DNF'd 1 book. Yeah, I think I only DNF'd 1 book, and then next month's TBR is wild. I already am almost halfway completing a book for next month. Yes, I am rambling, but I just wanted to get an intro started on Friday night. It is 11 o'clock at night right now. I am just chilling watching some BookTube, and yeah, that's just really it. I will talk to you guys tomorrow when I get up at 5 in the morning. Yeah, pray for me please, because I'm gonna be tired as fuck going to bed at like 1 o'clock tonight, getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep. So we're doing great. If you're wondering, I'm doing great. It's Monday right now, November 2nd, and I just got ready for work and I look a mess. What else is new? Got some new hair sticking out. So yeah, I decided I was gonna be doing a weekly reading vlog this week just because I have been reading a lot more. So I'm currently in the middle of The Shining. I'm almost finished that right now. I have like about 5 hours left, so when I go to work today in a couple minutes, I'll be listening to that at work all day, and then maybe I'll start another audiobook or I'll just listen to music for the rest of the day. But I have schoolwork when I come home tonight, and then I'll probably try and do some reading. If not, I really don't know. I'm also gonna try and segment my reading vlogs, and that's gonna be like an outfit of the day, just because I've been going to work now, and so I have a reason to get dressed. Some days I look nice, and some days I just look like a bum, and today is one of the days I look like a bum. Okay, so outfit of the day. Jean jacket is my dad's, and this jacket underneath is from Walmart. These leggings, they're actually like different than regular black leggings. They're from TJ Maxx, I want to say, and then I have regular Vans on. And there's my kitty cat. Hi, Mick. Hi. So yeah, that is the outfit, and my earrings and then my necklaces are the same. I look a mess. Let's go to work. Actually, let's get coffee first. Hi guys, so it is currently 9:45, and I'm really sorry for my appearance right now. I just showered and I'm just chilling. I did my homework for the night and I'm about to go eat some dinner, and then I came in here to give you guys a reading update. I finished The Shining today. I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. I wrote a review, but basically I just didn't like how dense it was. It was really hard for me to comprehend at a lot of parts. There were some parts that I would be able to comprehend, and then I would get sidetracked for 1 second. That's it. And then boom, I missed an entire part that was like super important apparently. So I was just like kind of in and out. I felt like I was kind of like in and out of consciousness, but I mean like I was in and out of like listening to it and then like forgetting and then listening to it again. So it's just kind of like I struggled with this a lot, and it took me a longer time than it would for that amount of time of an audiobook, because I can usually finish like 15-hour audiobooks in like 2 days and like 10 in like 1. So because I like listen to them at work, obviously we've been over this. Welcome to my channel. So yeah, I finished Shining, and I also didn't like the use of the N-word in there because it is written by Stephen King, who is white. So I know there's a lot of people that don't like Stephen King because of the person that he is, and I also can agree with that, and that's also why I didn't want to read any of his books, and I was kind of like, no, I'm not doing this. And so then I ended up watching his movie, and I really liked it, and so I wanted to try his book, but I just didn't like it. So I think that'll be my only Stephen King book that I pick up. I did like the characters, and I did like how different it was compared to the movie, but I definitely did like the movie format better just because it was easier for me to understand, and it definitely played out better in like the movie version of it. So that's really it, and that's all I read today. I listened to music for the rest of my shift. Tomorrow I'm going to start another audiobook. I'm not 100% sure which book I'm going to be finishing or starting. Let me take a look at my list, because I don't really have any idea of what I really want to read right now. Like, I really want to read a thriller, but I have a good just fantasy on my TBR. Hi guys, happy Wednesday. So it's been a little while since I've talked to you. I feel like I didn't really get to like have a good conversation with you this week about my week and about what I'm reading. So I actually have some updates. Yesterday I don't think I updated you just because I was having a really bad mental health day, and then today was a little bit better. So I was just gonna share with you what I've read and what I finished today. So yesterday I think I finished The Shining. No. The other day I finished The Shining. Might be Monday. Today's Wednesday. So I finished The Shining, gave it 2 stars. I think I started talking about it in my last clip. It's just, yeah. But I really want to talk about the book that I finished today, and I need to find my physical copy of it. Here it is. I finished Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Guys, oh my god. I can't even, like, I really didn't expect myself to love this book as much as I did, but I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I was really contemplating on giving it a 4. But then, just at the end, and that fucking cliffhanger, bro. That cliffhanger literally gave me, like, whiplash. Because I was sitting at work listening to my audiobook, and all of a sudden, it just, like, cut off. And I was like, what? Where's... What about Darlington? What? Huh? We gotta wait till the second book to go to hell? Okay. Wasn't expecting that. So now we have to wait to go to hell in 2021. So that's great. I can't fucking wait for that book, but I really am so surprised at how much I actually enjoyed this. But I did like Shadow and Bone. I only liked her first book of Shadow and Bone, so I really hope this is the same. This is not going to be the same case for this series, because I know this is like a completely different series than her Grisha trilogy series, because she was talking about it at the end of the audiobook with the narrator Lauren, I want to say, who's narrated all of her books so far, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of come in here and talk about it. I really did enjoy this. It was very confusing just because it is a different world, and I probably should have physically read it, but I did start to kind of physically read it a little bit while listening to my audiobook last night, but it was only for like a couple pages. But I finished this today, 5 out of 5 stars. I did give a little bit of a review on my Goodreads, and I just basically said that it was kind of heavy in parts, especially because this is a whole new world, so it's like a whole bunch of new learning things that you have to learn for this world, and a whole bunch of different magic and stuff like that, and it's fantasy, and I'm not usually like a fantasy reader, but this definitely made me, it's kind of like put me in a mood to want to read more fantasy and thrillers. Like, I have Archer's Voice on my TBR for this month, and I think I might not even try and bother doing that, because I just want to read anything other than romance right now, which is so unlike me. So I think tomorrow I'm going to start Catherine House, because I think these two kind of get like compared to each other a lot, just because they're both like dark academia, which I think dark academia is considered like dark fantasy that happens in a school or with school. I really could not tell you still. But yeah, I still have all of these books. A lot of them are actually fantasy, which is really funny, because I must have knew I was going to be in a fantasy mood this month. I really don't know. But I literally still have like 8 other books that I gotta finish for this month, and I'm feeling pretty good right now with it, because I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, so I got 8 books to go. which I'm not mad about because tomorrow I could probably finish finish Catherine House at work. And yeah, so this was actually really good. I'm really happy with reading this. I really loved Alex. She's such a fucking badass. And I really loved Darlington. I was really terrified throughout the entire book of hearing something bad happen to him, just because even though we literally like never met him besides in the past. And it's just about a book of these kids that go, like, this girl's Alex. She basically is, this is what I got from it, because I need to watch a review now that I finished this so I can kind of get like a full understanding of like the whole magic system and like the whole like synopsis of the book. But what I gathered from it is that this girl named Alex Stern Galaxy is her actual name, which I thought was pretty cute. She kind of just like was growing up and was having a really hard time, and she kind of got involved in the wrong crowds, like drugs, and literally taking all of these drugs. And I think it's when she started to realize that she could see like dead people, basically, is what her power is that she has, is that she can see the gray, which is like people that died, and she can see them as how they died, which is even crazier. And Leigh Bardugo did a really great job writing this story. Like, she did really great. Like, this is like so different from Shadow and Bone, but so like similar in a way because of how she like uses her wording, but it was still really good. And so she basically, what happens in the beginning of the book is that she's next to a girl named Helly, who is one of her friends, and she had like was dead, and Alex is standing next to her, or sitting next to her, and that's where like Darlington comes in and like has found her, and they take her, they go to the hospital and all that kind of stuff, and then she has like nothing, like she's nothing good going for her right now. And then she gets accepted into Yale, and there's like a bunch of these secret societies that are in there. There's like many different groups, and they're actually all real, which I didn't realize till Leigh Bardugo was talking about at the end of the audiobook with her narrator. And so I thought that was really cool because I didn't know that all those things that she talked about in the book was actually real. So that was pretty neat. And I think she said that in the final copy she wanted to put a map in the book, which I don't see a map in here, so I guess she didn't go with that. I'm not too sure, but I thought it was also pretty cool that Leigh Bardugo herself actually went to Yale too. So yeah, I mean, I was very happy with this book, and I can't believe that I actually read this. Like, the book literally ended with, "Who's ready to go to hell?" Like, come on. When they said that, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? We gotta wait. So it's just basically Alex and her using her powers, and it's just so fun. It was just, it like really like took you into their world, and it was just so fun to be a part of. And I really just could not say better things about this book, and I was really surprised at how much I liked it, because at first I was really not feeling too strong about it, but then it just kind of dragged me in, and the more I listened, the more I got used to like the magic system in the world and stuff like that, and it's just like crazy. That's all I had to say. That I read Ninth House and I really enjoyed it, and I'm surprised that I did because it's fantasy and I never really read fantasy. So I think tomorrow I might start Catherine House, but right now I have some homework I gotta do. I don't think I'll do any reading tonight. I'll probably just like chill. I kind of want to watch a scary movie because I've been listening to podcasts again. So I listen to podcasts the rest of my day from Creepy Caffeine, which they did a podcast about The Conjuring, which is the Edenfield haunting of England or something like that, Enfield or something like that. But they did a podcast on that like a year ago or something like that. So I thought it was really fun that they did that. I was like jumping up and down almost at work. I was like, oh my god, they're doing a podcast on The Conjuring, and like the story of like why it was made The Conjuring and stuff like that, because it's based on a true story. So I thought that was really cool. So I got to listen to that. But yeah, that's really it. I've been talking your ear off for 7 minutes. This vlog has been absolutely terrible. It's been a fail. I'm very sorry. My weeks are just so crazy now. When I get home from work, it's literally 8 o'clock right now. Like, I just got home from work and I have to go do schoolwork, and I'm probably just gonna chill for the rest of the night, and that's it. That's what I do every single night. So I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow. Hey everyone, happy Thursday. So I'm just coming in to give a bit of a update on what I've read so far. So today I started a new book because yesterday I finished Ninth House, and today I started Catherine House, and I finished it already. It was like an 11-hour audiobook, and I just ate it up. So I don't know what I'm going to rate this. I really want to rate it a 5 stars because it was really good, and they left again on a cliffhanger. So Catherine House, best way to explain it, is basically Ninth House and Harry Potter in a book. There you go. So yeah, it does have like Dark Academia to it, which I definitely think Dark Academia is like my new thing that I like now, because it seems to be hitting all the punches with everything that I've been wanting to read. And so everything that I picked up so far has been like 5 stars if it's been like dark academia. So I've been really enjoying it, and I'm really happy that I am. So I finished Catherine House, and my best way to describe it was that way with Harry Potter and / Ninth House, basically. It's about these people and Plasm, and they stay at this place called the Catherine House for 3 years, and then they graduate, and shit just goes down. And honestly, I want to give it like, part of me wants to give it like a 4.5 or a 4, because I just kept waiting for something drastic to kind of happen, and I kind of guess towards like the end something drastic did kind of happen, but like to me it wasn't like a big shocker. Like I feel like Ninth House had some good plot twists and some good turns and stuff that you didn't see coming, but I feel like the Catherine House kind of lacked a little bit more oomph. So, but I did still, however, really enjoy it, and it was really easy to follow along, a lot easier than Ninth House by far. So yes, more world building, not really too much world building because it's technically realism, with just some magic and stuff like that thrown in there. So that's really it, but I really did enjoy it. It was really fun. I liked all the characters, and just gonna say this now, if you know, you know, fuck Theo. I love Yaya. Protect her at all costs. Like, and also with how the book ended, it ended on a cliffhanger, so I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a second book. I really fucking hope so, but that only means it's gonna be coming out like next year or 2 years from now, just because this book just came out this year. So I'm like so mad because I really want to like read it already. Like I'm surprised at how much I've been loving books, and books that are so completely out of my element, and so I'm already thinking like, what am I gonna read tomorrow? So let's look at what I have to read. So far I've finished 3 books for this month, which I'm really happy about. I do have A Court of Thorn and Roses, and I do have Writers and Lovers, because I'm still trying to thinking that I still want to stay in these type of worlds. I can also always do Every Heart a Doorway, because it is kind of like I don't want to say dark academia, but it does have like schooling, I want to say, in there. Could be wrong. I think it's just doorways. I really don't know. I don't know anything about this series, but I do have Writers and Lovers, which I did really want to read that. I do have A Court of Thorn and Roses. I kind of want to take Archer's Voice off my TBR because I'm really not in the mood for any romance this month. Like, I just don't really want to read romance right now. And I still have Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I might physically read that. I'm probably going to physically read, I'm going to have to physically read Kitchen Princess. Then I have Stay With Me as well for my TBR jar, and then Every Heart a Doorway, which I don't know if I'm going to do Stay With Me, and I don't know if I'm going to do Archer's Voice, just because I'm kind of vibing with the fantasy right now, so I might try and find some other fantasy that I can read, or just anything that's really tripped my trigger, because right now it's just not romance, which is so weird because I'm typically always reading romance. So that's really that. I'm really happy with how my reading's been going and how much I've been enjoying everything. And again, I just ate up that audiobook today, and I could not be happier. I really want to read more of dark academia. So if you guys have any like dark academia books that you think I would like that's similar to like Ninth House and Catherine House, let me know. And what's with me reading all these books with house in the title? Hi guys, happy Friday. So I have started a new book today. I know I come in every day with a new book that I started. I'm really sorry. But I just literally like fly through these books, and I really do miss like physically reading. Like, reading all these audiobooks have made me miss having the time to physically read. So I hopefully maybe can do that this weekend. I doubt it, but either way, I will be finishing another audiobook probably by tomorrow, because I have to go into work tomorrow. I don't have to, but I'm going in for overtime tomorrow just to help out for a little bit, for a couple hours. So I have about 6 hours left of my audiobook, and I didn't even talk to you what it was about, but I'm just waiting because it's so good. I am reading A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. My cat is shocked too. So yeah, I started that today. It's like a 16-hour audiobook. I am flying right through this. It feels like I'm living in the Cruel Prince world all over again. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this is literally just like so identical to the Cruel Prince. I mean, I haven't read the Cruel Prince in probably over a year now. Maybe over a year now, close to a year. So it's definitely making me want to reread The Cruel Prince, and also it makes me want to read The Wicked King, because I started reading that and I never got to finish it. But I want to physically read Holly Black's series, so that's that. But basically, I started A Court of Thorn and Roses today, and it's really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's really not even that hard to like dive into, like a whole new world, building. It's really not that hard to grasp, which is really, really nice, because I'm really afraid to go into Sarah J. Maas's writing and not know if I would like it, but I really like this. This is actually like really crazy, and it's kind of like, it's like so fun. Oh my god, I just love it. So it's about this girl. I don't know how do you say her name. Why am I blanking on her name? I'm kind of like really blanking on her name right now. But our main character basically is a human, and she like kind of is like really poor and lives with her dad and her 2 sisters. And one day she's out hunting and she kills a wolf, but it was actually a fairy, a fae, whatever you want to call it. And so she basically, because she killed the fae, she has to go live with them for the rest of her life or she's gonna get killed. And so she has to go live with Lucin, and Tay. I don't know what Sarah J. Maas writes, but her names that she picks for these characters are so challenging for me to understand and say. So she has to go live with these 2 guys who are fae, and it basically just goes from there. Like, her, a human living with fae, and there's just so much that unravels from it. So I'm like at the point where all of the backstory is unraveling. I have like 4 hours left of this audiobook, and so it's just like starting to hit the fan now. Like, shit's about to go down. Like, tomorrow shit's gonna go down on my audiobook. I was gonna listen to a bit more tonight, but I want to watch Insidious 3 with my friend, because all this week we've been watching Insidious and Insidious 2, and so we're about to start Insidious 3 tonight. And yeah, I'm having a really good time with reading wise. I have literally read 2 5-star books, and I have a feeling that this is also going to be a 5-star book, and I also have a feeling that I'm going to be reading the rest of the series after this. So there's that. Anyway, that's all I really have to update you guys on. I'm sorry that it's only been like 1 sit down update. This is just kind of how my reading vlogs go. Tomorrow is Saturday though. However, I do want to go to the bookstore tomorrow because I want to see if my bookstore has Catherine House, and I also want to see if they have any of the Court and Thorn of Roses series there, because I did see a couple of Sarah J. Maas books there before, and I haven't been there in a while, so I want to see if they have more, because I definitely need to go buy them and get physical copies of them, because I definitely want them on my shelves. I already have Ninth House, a physical copy of that, so I don't need to buy that, but I want to get a physical copy of Catherine House, and for some reason I just strongly feel like there's going to be a copy there tomorrow. I hope I'm not wrong. I'll take you guys with me, because maybe I'll get some other books while I'm there, because my world has just like opened. My brain has just opened to a bunch of different like type of books, so it's like really nice and it's really fun. And I'm really enjoying my reading so much right now. Like, I haven't had this fun with reading in a while, so it's been like nice to come back into it. So that's really it. I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow. Gotta get up at like 6:37 for work. Yay. Hi guys, so I'm actually back with an update real quick, because I was just cleaning off my shelves a little bit, and I was going to get rid of a couple books that I didn't want, because I do get a discount when I do give books that I don't want to my bookstore anymore, so it goes towards like store credit, so I can get money off of books that I buy there. And I tend to buy a lot of books there, and I know I'm probably low on credits, so I have a couple of books here, and I'm not going to do a whole like unhaul video for these because they're just not that interesting to watch. So I got a couple books sent to me that I'm getting rid of, that I feel really bad for, because they like emailed me and were like, hey, do you want to copy this book? And I was like, sure. I was like, okay, that sounds cool, I'd read it. But now, like, looking back, I'm just like, I don't think I'm actually gonna read them. So I want somebody else that I know would probably like them to read them instead of me, them just sitting on my shelf and collecting dust. So I'm getting rid of a couple of those. I have like a couple from ALA that I'm getting rid of, that I tried reading and didn't want to read any more of. And then I also have some like journals that I got. I got a couple books from, I like buy from this girl's Depop. She does like a bundle of like mystery books, like a bunch of different books, and she'll just send them for like $12 I think it is. I'm getting rid of a couple of them just because they weren't that interesting to me. So start off on the top, I'm getting rid of The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. I just don't have the interest in reading it. I just don't think it's something for me. I'm also getting rid of Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and Aisha Saeed, just because I know this is about voting and polls, and I don't feel like reading that right now. I'm a little stressed out with the whole election right now, and when I think of a book that I want to read, I don't really feel like reading about like polling and voting and elections and all that kind of stuff. So when I heard it was about that, I was kind of like checked out at that point. I think this is also from that girl's Depop. So this is The World, A Brief Introduction by Richard Haas. Couldn't tell you what this is about, but it's an ARC copy. Like, she sends ARC copies, which is pretty cool. And then there's also Beyond Your Bubble, which is how to connect across the political divide. Do I look like I'm gonna read that? And then I have The New David Espinoza. I feel like I've heard of this, but this didn't even come with like a cover or anything. Like, I'm confused. This is also a copy that was sent to me. It was Supra Normal by A.S. McDermott. And then these were also sent to me by somebody as well, and that is The Subjugate and the Sensation by Amanda Brigman, and these are also art copies. And And then I'm also getting rid of The Everlasting by Katie Simpson Smith. This was sent to me from that girl from Depop. That's an art copy. Don't even know what that's about. I'm also getting rid of We Keep the Dead Close by Becky Cooper, which I just unboxed this in my Owl Crate box. But like, I'm thinking of like all the books that I have on my shelf right now and comparing it to that one. Those bring me more joy than this would, and I'm pretty sure I would not end up reading this anyway. It might just not be like what it seems like it's about, and I looked at some of the pages, it just didn't seem like it was gonna work for me. And then I'm also getting rid of The Sun Is Also a Star, because you guys know I didn't really care for that book. I'm also getting rid of Everything, Give Me Everything You Got by Eva Marie Palmer. You guys know I tried reading this like a month ago, and I never got anywhere. I tabbed it like 3 times, so I'm just gonna get rid of it because I'm never gonna read it. And then I'm getting rid of Byron's Poems. This came from that Depop as well. And then Read for Joy by Catherine Center and Always Forward, Never Going Back journal. They're just like little journals, and I'm just gonna give that to them. And lastly, I'm also gonna be sending in I'll Give You the Sun by Jen D. Nelson, because you guys know I tried reading that again last month, and I got like a couple minutes into it, and I just didn't like the writing style and how it flowed. So also, I forgot about these two. I'm getting rid of Wet Moon Volume 1 and Volume 2 just because I am probably not going to be continuing this series. I talked about this like a while back, like months ago. I used to be really into these graphic novels about a year, 2 years ago, and I just found that the more I went into the graphic novel series and got farther into it, I just wasn't enjoying it as much. And I just kind of liked it for the pictures, like the graphics really cool, but the story just made no sense, and it just never flowed right for me. So I'm just getting rid of them, and that's really all I have to get rid of right now. I just kind of wanted to get some credit for my bookstore, because I'm going to go buy some more books tomorrow, as if I need more. I just like having physical copies of books that I've already read, so that's basically what I go there for now, is just to find books that I have not on my shelf that I've already physically read. So I'm not just continuously buying more books that I need to read, because I have way too many on my TBR right now that I'm probably just not going to buy any books that I want to read physically, because I haven't been able to read physically. So I just kind of go on my audiobook apps for that. So I'm just going to be buying books that I already own because I want to fill up those shelves. So yes, that's really it. I just came back to give you guys a little unhaul from my shelf, and these are all going to be going to my bookstore, so I'm super excited. Hey everyone, happy Saturday. So I went to the bookstore and I got a couple books. I actually only spent $8, and then I went to a different bookstore and I had a whole bunch of credit, so I got it for free. So I'm like pretty happy about that because I got some really good books. Some that I kind of want to read, and then some that I already own, I think. So the first one on top is Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey. You guys know that I read the first one like a year ago and I loved it. So I decided to finally pick up the second one. I don't know if I'll physically read it. We already know I tend to listen to audiobooks, but I just wanted the physical copy because I already have the physical copy of the first one. And then I got The Wives by Taryn Fisher, because I feel like I've seen this all over BookTube, and it's about these wives. I think they all have the same husband, and one of the wives like tracks down one of the other wives, and they become like friends, and she sees that she's being abused by her husband, but she knows her husband's not violent, so she's just kind of like, what's going on? So it sounds really fun, and I could probably physically read this. This literally is like, I feel like so short. It's like 200 some pages. It seems like a fun time. I like my thrillers, so. Then I also got The Bane Chronicles, just because you guys know that I collect all of the Cassandra Clare series books, so when I see them, I grab them. And ooh, this is like, looks like it had like pictures in here, comic page. So I'm actually really excited to continue on this series. You guys know I haven't read it in a little while, but I definitely plan to pick it back up sometime soon. And then I saw Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed, and this is such a hyped up book on BookTube. I already have this on my TBR, but I wanted to like listen to it, but I still like to have the physical copy of it because it's gorgeous and I want it. So I'm really excited to finally have this because I've been seeing it everywhere, and yeah. And then the last book that I got was kind of off of recommendation from Boston, and that is Tiny Pretty Things by Sonia Caraporta. And I think this is about ballet and eating disorders. I'm not too sure, but this sounds like a really fun, hard-hitting, contemporary and stuff like that, so I'm really excited. So those are the books that I bought. I only got a couple, but it's good because I really don't need too many, and that's really it. So probably gonna go play Sims and chill for a bit because I haven't really had enough time to just sit down and chill for a while, and I'm just kind of feeling like Sims today. My dog's barking like wild. It is beautiful out, and Joe Biden's possibly our president, so today's just a really great fucking Saturday. And yeah, I'm gonna go chill, and I'll talk to you guys later. I apologize for my appearance. It is Thanksgiving right now. We are not leaving the house. I was just playing Sims for about a couple hours, and now I'm just chilling in my room, and I kind of want to redo my bookshelves. I had it on my list of things that I wanted to do while I had off for these 4 days. So I have off till Monday. It is Thursday, so I have off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm really blessed, very blessed right now, because my mental health has been needing it. So perfect. So I'm going to probably just, I don't know if I want to take all of my books off my shelf, because it is a lot. It is a mess. It is very messy, and I've been needing to do it for a while now, just because I've been getting so many books and then not having a space to put them, and then I have certain bookshelves and stuff that I have for certain authors and certain type of books and stuff like that, and there's definitely more books that I've finished that I need to put on my finished shelf. So we're gonna try and do this and try and fit all these books, because I also think I'm gonna try and take some books off that I'm not really interested in anymore, because I definitely wanted to film like my last unhaul of books for this year, because 2020 is almost over, so I have to do another unhaul for the year to get a fresh start going into 2021. And I'm really excited, because I definitely think there's a good couple books that I can take off my shelves, and I think I'm just gonna go and start doing that. I'm gonna film this entire process. It should be interesting. I apologize for how I look again, and let's just go get bookshelf cleaning.
Já viu rico namorar pobre?
Update. I'm okay with my shelves as they are right now. I don't think I have any more books that I've read that I need to put on here. Actually, that's a lie. I just looked right out of stack that I need to find a space for. So let me just try to explain what's going on. So all the way up top we have thrillers over here, and then we have other random miscellaneous books, which I might throw my other romances up in there. And then right here we have graphic novels, and then fantasy, like my favorite fantasies that I've read so far. And down here, my Penelope Douglas shelf, I put out these two books. I never usually do that on my bookshelves, but I usually sit like right here, so you usually see it. So I wanted them to stand out. They're really cute. They're my favorite. Then down here, it's like half Christina Lauren, half classics. So I think I'm going to put, oh, that hair in my eye. I'm going to put these on that shelf with the Christina Lauren books, and probably just squish my classics maybe up here. So I think that's all I have to do for my red shelf, and then I have to mainly try and find space for the rest of these books, which is my most stressful part. Okay, so I've now like cleared off my what I want to read shelf, my TBR, whatever you want to call it. I cleared it off, and I got some more space now. So I actually ended up being able to move a bunch of books off the bottom of this down here, because that was where a bunch of other books that I needed to read were. And now I finally have them all on one shelf, which is so nice. But now I have to fit all my other ones. I still have to do that. I'm gonna go through them as well and just see what I really, really want and what I really don't want. I'm trying to be realistic, especially because in the future I'll be having to move soon, and so it'll just be a lot easier only having books that I really, really want to read. And my historicals are a whole nother thing. I don't even feel like going through them. I have no space for them. They are just everywhere. They take it over my life, and I haven't even read them. I have not picked up historical romance in ages, so that's another time. I'm not doing that right now. So I'm gonna go through my other pile of books right here, and then I'll kind of just give you guys a little overview of the ones that I'm getting rid of, because I will be doing a unhaul video specifically on those. So let's get the rest of these into the shelf, and then I'll be done. Officially down my bookshelves. So here we have my books that I've read so far. Love this shelf. I've added so much more to it, and I just love it. It's like perfect. And then some more greenery and all that. And then over here is my unread shelf. So I finally have books on here that I feel pretty confident that I would like to read and will hopefully enjoy. and so I have them all in there. I almost couldn't fit them. I actually had to put one up here because it would not fit. But I am pretty happy. This is my fantasy and graphic novel shelf, and then this is like thrillers with other miscellaneous and classics. So that is my bookshelves. I am pretty happy with them. I'm glad I did this. Those are literally all my historicals and my food. So yeah, that is it. Excuse my dog again, but these are all the books that I'm getting rid of. I am super happy with what I'm getting rid of. I'm getting rid of a lot of arcs from ALA that I just never got around to, and just like, for instance, those 2 books right here I've had on my shelf for a couple years now and I never read them yet, so I will be doing an unhaul if you want to know in depth what I got rid of. Guys, so I did something since I last showed you my bookshelves. I chopped my hair off. I am planning on dyeing it tomorrow. I'm gonna do red underneath, and maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna do it like up here or not, I don't think so, but, and then I'm gonna dye the rest of this black because my roots are coming out like wildfire right now. So it's a lot shorter than I kind of was expecting, and I kind of look like a little boy right now, and then this white just makes me look so washed out, so I look terrible right now, so I apologize. But I think tomorrow I'll probably do my makeup and just kind of make myself look a lot better. But right now I just ate dinner, I'm stuffed, I'm just gonna chill, play some more Sims, and just listen to some music and chill, and probably do it for the rest of the night. It is 7:45 right now, and then tomorrow I want to dye my hair. I have a house tour to go to with my dad, because like I said, we were trying to find a place because we are currently trying to move out of our home that I've been in for like 20 years. My parents are divorcing, if nobody knew that, but yeah, so I'm gonna be moving in with him because I can't, like, I can afford to move into like a place like a studio, but it has to be like pretty cheap. So right now I'm just not at the point of where I can move out on my own, and when I do move out I want to be able to try and buy a house. So that's what I'm just trying to do right now, and what's been going on in my life and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go play some Sims, and I'll talk to y'all later. Hi guys, my hair is like taller than I am. Maybe I'm not 5'3" anymore. I was gonna say happy Saturday. Today's Friday. It is Black Friday. I didn't go out at all. I literally woke up at like 2, and then me and my dad went to go see a house that we couldn't even get into. I don't know how that works out, but okay. And now I'm dyeing my hair. I have black on top, and then I went out and bought Arctic Fox dye, and I have bleach already. So I had blonde underneath, as you all knew this, and now that I cut it, there's like not that much blonde underneath, and all my roots are growing out, so I'm gonna end up bleaching underneath and then putting on red. So fingers crossed this goes well, because we kind of got a little bit of black into the blonde. So hopefully this will work out still. My dad helped me. Right now we're just waiting for the black to go, which it shouldn't take too long, because it was already black, and I just needed my roots done mainly because they fucking grew out fast. And now everything on me is dyed. Like, cool. Anyway, that's just my update. I'm about to play some Sims just to kill some time with my hair. It is currently like 5:30 and it's dark as fuck out, making it feel like it's like 8. Got my matcha drink from Starbucks, chilling, vibing, doing all that. So talk to y'all when I have more of a hair update, and hopefully it doesn't go bad because I will cry. I don't have much luck with dyeing my hair at home, so I hope this goes well for once.
What's up, guys? I never finished this vlog from October and November of 2020. This has been sitting in a folder on my desktop for months now, waiting to be edited, and of course I did not end the vlog at all. I actually restarted this vlog a good couple times during that month. That's really it. I'm just here to give an outro, like almost a whole year later. Like, I'm so sorry. I haven't been uploading much, so you guys are getting a very, very, very old vlog from me. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a catastrophe at best, and that's all I got for you. 38 minutes of chaos and shit that doesn't make sense, per usual. Nothing new on my channel. So yeah, talk to you guys in another video. Subscribe. Love you all. Bye.